Kade. Today I'm back with my cousin, Chef Paul, and today we're going to have a special treat for you because it's summertime.
Alright, we're going to do some pork today. Like you said, it's summertime and I really like my smoker, so we're going to take some pork and season it up. Go ahead and finish seasoning that up for me, Kate. I got a little on there already. We're going to take the pork and smoke it with some applewood chips. And we're going to smoke it for probably about 2.5 to 3 hours. And we're going to make a nice sauce with it. It's apple Marsala sauce. We have some fresh Fuji apples that we got from the local grocery store. Got some Marsala wine and garlic and a little brown sugar. And we're going to make a apple Marsala sauce to go on top of this smoked pork. How does that sound, Kate?
That sounds pretty good.
Oh yeah, well we're going to get this in the smoker now and we'll come back and show them how to make the sauce. How's that sound? Good? Let's
Sounds
get
good.
it. Alright, let's go outside. Alright, here's our smoker. We're going to get this pork into the smoker, Kate. This is nice and hot. Got to heat it up to 275 degrees. Go ahead and throw her in there. And then we've got our apple wood chips here. This is a pellet product that we use because it's easier to go into this smoker. It has a chute that we load the pellets into. We just drop the pellets in there and turn it, and she's ready to go. Alright, now we got our pork in the smoker. We're coming back here. We're going to make our sauce, Kate. I like apples and pork. It goes really well together. So I have this recipe. It's an apple Marsala sauce that I do, and it's really good. Went to the grocery store and I saw all kinds of apples. Do you know what kind of apple this is?
That's a Fuji apple.
Yeah, it sure is. Do you know of any other types of apples?
I know of a Granny Smith apple.
Oh yeah, that's the green apples. They also have like Red Delicious you can use. You want to use the sweeter variety like Honeycrisp or Gala. Those are your most popular apples that you'll find in the store. And when we cut it, I already got one of them cut there. I'm going to show you how I cut an apple. You cut it in half, then I quarter them. And then I take the knife and I put it at an angle, and I can take the seeds and the core all out at one shot. Why don't you go ahead and slice that up for me while I'm finishing this other one up? You know, and it's apples are very nutritious for you too. You're supposed to have an apple a day, the doctor says, right?
Right.
Yeah. So we're gonna get our apples with some sugar. I don't know if he'll approve of that, but we'll see. Alright. Now we're getting this apple all cut up here. We're going to take it and put it in the saute pan with some brown sugar, some garlic, some of Kade's seasoning. We're just going to use an all-purpose seasoning that he has. Alright, now that we got all our apples cut up, I want you to go ahead and throw that in the saute pan for me, Kade. Just drop the apples down in there. We got apples. We've got a cup of brown sugar. You can go ahead and dump that right on top. There we go. I want you to put some of your seasoning on there. There we go. That's plenty. You don't want too much. Just enough to bring out the apples. And here's a little bit of garlic. Just about a teaspoon. Right about there is good. And garlic goes well with the pork. That's why I use garlic in this sauce. Most people don't like to use garlic and sugar together, but it really shines in this dish. What we have here is some Marsala wine. This is going to be the base to your sauce. We have 2 whole apples in here, so I'm probably going to use about, I'd say 2 cups of Marsala wine, or about a half a bottle. And we're going to get this on the stove and cook it down, and it's going to cook to almost like a caramel consistency, and that's going to go right on top of our pork. Alright, now our pork's ready. It's been cooking for about 2.5 hours. We can go ahead and take it out the smoker and bring it on inside. Okay. Boy, look how pretty that is. Okay.
Looks good. Look? Looks really good.
Can you shut that door for me? Thank you, sir. Alright, our apple Marsala sauce has been cooking down. It's starting to get the liquid on the inside is starting to turn to a syrup. So it's the sugars are starting to caramelize with the wine. And then to finish this, all we do is we add butter to it. For this amount, we add about a stick of butter. So we got a stick of softened butter. Kate, can you take that butter right there and add it into the sauce for me? And this term, this is a French term called mounting or burmount. is adding butter to a sauce, and it gives it color, it gives it sheen, and it also gives it a lot of flavor. So we're going to let that butter get happy in there, and while we're letting that butter melt down, we're going to go ahead and slice our pork and put it on the plate.
Are you paying attention? Chef Paul is starting to cut the roast.
All right, now that we got our smoked pork roast out of the smoker, cut a little section off. We're going to go ahead and slice it. I like to slice it thin. That way it's easier to handle when you're going to divvy it out on the platter. We slice it nice and thin, like so. Notice I don't cook the roast all the way through. We cook it to about medium, and this keeps the roast nice and moist, and it's not dry. Of course the sauce makes it all come back to life, but I still like the moisture in the pork. I don't like dried out pork too much. Do you?
I don't.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, have you tasted this yet, Kade? Let me give you a little smidgen off the end. You tell me what you think.
Ça c'est bon.
Amazing, isn't it? Mm-hmm. All right, now that we got it sliced, we're going to lay it back on the plate. You can take the meat and kind of fan it out like a deck of cards. See that? Look. And then you can also use some kind of garnish or whatever you have in your refrigerator. All right, now we got our Marsala sauce. Just took it off the stove. It's still nice and hot. The apples are soft to the touch. You can put the spoon through it and it cuts through it, so you know that it's done. That butter got in there and made that sauce all nice and happy. See how pretty that is? Okay, so we're going to take a spoonful of the apples. I usually wait to put the sauce in at the end so it doesn't splash all over your plate. You set them around the pork and make it all look nice and happy. Look at that. See? You don't even really need garnish. Remember I said to use garnish earlier? You can take a stack of these apples and put it right behind that. And then you take some sauce. You drizzle it all the way around the pork. Alright, Kade, go ahead and get a taste and let me know how it is. Get you a piece of apple and pork. Catch you guys next time, okay?